Hello everyone, it's Adam here. This is my new bike. Those of you that watch every video have already seen it. And 4 of you liked the new bike and 2 of you didn't, based on the upvotes, downvotes. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not stylistic to this channel, but it's not going away anytime soon. So again, like I told people that follow me for the Golf R content, eventually that changes. And other content goes in its place. And here we are with new content. So this is the Beta 500 RRS 2016 model, fully loaded as far as these kind of bikes go. There's obviously more that can be done to it. It's a dirt bike, as you know. The first owner put a low seat concepts, low wide saddle, which was nice. He also added the Recluse EXP clutch, which is the auto clutch with the stock clutch pack. So if you pay a little more, Recluse will sell you their clutch pack, but I can add that later, I think. So Kickstart, it's got a 4-gallon IMS tank. You can see how wide it is from the above shot here. Stock tank is 1.8 gallons. That's a nice improvement. But with the IMS tank there, according to the seller that sold it to me, there's no way to gauge how much fuel is left. So I'll need to just simply count the miles, basically, from each fill up. He said 140, 160 miles per tank. He added some Kriega loops here in the 20-liter Kriega pack, and then a tail tidy with LED tail lights. And also added LED headlight. And according to him, all the oil inside is all good. He also included 2 brand new golden tires. As far as modifications that he included that aren't on the bike yet, upgraded handguards, risers, he included oil, he included the oil filter, he included another air filter, he included 3 different kind of sprockets, and I think a chain as well, and the stock kickstand. This is the heavy duty extreme kickstand from Enduro? No, Fastway. But that's pretty much the bike in a nutshell. I don't know what to say about it at this point. I have to get a lot more experience dealing with this kind of bike. It's single cylinder, obviously. As far as things I want to do, I want to replace the plastic piston rings with metal ones. It's one of the first things I want to do. I want to get larger foot pegs. I want to get larger shifter. He has a larger brake pedal on here, which is nice for my big feet, but I want to move it a little bit farther forward from their forward one. I also want to put the Enduro, double-take Enduro mirrors on, maybe heated grips. I'd like to get a couple of extra auxiliary lights mounted maybe here, so I can see a little bit better as far as visibility at night. This thing, even with the Cyclops H4, which is still not bright enough, but that's compared to my GS with 30,000 lumens on it. Also want to get the really well-built radiator guards. I think they're hardcore extreme radiator guards. And then the most immediate thing I want to do, well, also get this plastic skid plate replaced with a metal one. All the people really seem to like this one. The most immediate thing is going to be respringing this shock or buying a brand new shock. The Sax shock is just, it's good. It has, rebound, nice damping, but for my size, I'm 6'3", 240, it just sags. I mean, the sag is real. So I'm talking to a few shock people right now, getting a replacement shock, maybe Olin's or Tractive to replace the Sax. And it'll give me high-low compression, faster rebound, and a spring that's rated for my weight and my riding style. I don't know if I'll touch the front suspension. The Olin suspension I want for the front's $3,000, and we're going to see how I feel about the bike before I upgrade the front. I don't plan on doing any aerial, big jumps or anything. And of course I need to get a Wolfman bag for up front, probably just to keep a 16-ounce fuel canister in it until I figure out just how long this tank can go. And the back will be the Kriega loop. And if I do any overnights with my camping gear, I'm probably going to be doing the Kriega 35-liter side bags over this as well, or the Moskamoto R80s. But if I do that, it's going to require the bigger shock, absolutely. Now the rear subframe of this isn't really built for heavy adventure touring, but for overnight with the guys, if I want to carry the jet boil, my tent, a pillow, a change of clothes, some gasoline, tools, and some tubes, that's going to require putting some weight on the back end. So we'll see how the bike does. It's not the GS, but it will be a lot more fun off-road, and then sometimes I don't want to turn around after a long day of off-roading and go back home. I'd like to just stay where we are, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, 5 minutes in, I just want to introduce you guys to the bike. The Beta 4-stroke family is from 350, 430cc, and then 480cc, which is this model, the 500. And the smaller ones are all 2-stroke. I wanted a 4-stroke because it's closer. It's a fuel-injected 4-stroke. It's just closer to what I'm used to with the Boxer engine. I know they're not in the same league, but a 2-stroke would have been too dirt bike for me. I did want something with the ability to hit 65 or 70 if I needed to with the right sprocket setup. I want a little bit more power, and it's not a single-track bike. It's an around-town bike with 10% single-track, 80% dirt roads, and then 10% paved roads to and from work once a month or something. So that's the bike. The bank has my title and everything, and they're processing the paperwork so I can get this thing registered. But everything else is good. Got a great deal on it. Paid about half MSRP, and it's even less when you factor in the extras that are on here. There's about 3 plus 4 plus 1,000 plus what's at home plus the tires. $2,000 to $3,000 in extras in this thing, and so it's a great bike. Unfortunately, not a lot of modifications happening to this until September, October, and those will probably lead into the winter time because I have this big Canadian trip coming up, so I'm gonna focusing all my money on that right now, and then with extra fun money that comes in the fall, this thing will start getting upgrades, and then over the winter time, I'll do the suspension and a lot of other stuff to it. So anyway, happy to share this with you guys. Thanks so much for watching. This is it's a really powerful bike. We're talking about a sub 300-pound bike with a 500cc engine displacement. So I'm guessing 50 to 65 horsepower, somewhere in that range. And when you compare that to my GS, which is 125 horsepower but weighs 700 pounds with wet plus all of my stuff, the skid plate, the seats, the racks, the boxes, the LEDs, all the crap I put on there, you're looking at 125 hauling 900 pounds of dude and bike, or this thing, which is hauling 500 pounds with half the horsepower. So it has the same get up and go of my GS, I would say, honestly. But then, of course, the top speed. I mean, basically the gear ratio is like every 10 miles per hour, you need to shift to the next gear. So by 60, you're in 6th gear, and you are downhill. I hit 70. Oh, one other thing I'll mention too is I like it has the Voyager GPS in here, which is really, really cool. So the whole thing's nice. I don't hate it. I'm gonna get home now before the cops show up and pull me over for. I've got the insurance in my pocket and the bill of sale screenshot in my phone, but I am illegal right now, so I should get this thing home, put it back into storage, and then prepare for my Canadian trip, which is coming up in 2 days. So thanks for watching. I'm glad to share this with you guys. I'm super excited. And if you want to watch my discussion about why I picked this bike over a KTM or other bikes, watch the first ride video I published 2 days ago, and that has a lot of information in there for you guys. All right, enjoy the view. And yeah, this wasn't me. If you watch the last video with the GS, this wasn't here. And I came back up, and it's here. So, wasn't me. Enjoy the view, guys. Ride safe, and thanks so much for watching.